Colossians chapter 3. I'm actually going to read verse 1, and I'm going to skip on down. Colossians chapter 3. If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. You be risen with Yahweh Shai. Seek those things which are above, where Yahweh Shai sitteth on the right hand of the Father, Yahweh. So if you risen with him, meaning if you woken up by this knowledge, you know you're an Israelite. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You know that the Lord is coming back and that judgment is coming to America. America's going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. And you know that to be saved, you got to get into this truth and follow his laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. And you know the white man, the devil. You knowing all these things, you being risen in this knowledge. So once you start learning this knowledge, you being risen up. Guess what? You got to seek those things which are above, just to get more of this knowledge and to live this life according to the laws of this knowledge to the best way possible. To the best way possible, man. We're gonna skip down to we're still in Colossians chapter 3. We're gonna skip down to verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth. Fornication, uncleanness, and fornication. For you dummies out there, it's not talking about if a man sleeps with a woman and she not married and he not married. That's called marriage. That's sex. That's not fornication. It's talking about fornication. Fornication is sleeping with animals, which is doing unclean sex is fornication. But more importantly, or as important or more importantly, spiritual fornication, which people commit right now. They go into these churches, they commit spiritual fornication because they serve philosophies outside of the truth. Are they calling who they supposed to be serving? They're Israelites. All right, back to mortify the your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. So everything that you're doing, that's the idolatry, worshiping this bullshit, sports teams, sports figures, and rappers, and all of this dumb shit. Lifting up even men, even lifting up men that you look up to as leaders, whether they be in the truth or not in the truth. You got to put that away. For which thing the sacred wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience, in which you also walked sometime when you lived in it. But now you also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. We got to put off all of that, man. Really, man. Somebody should be able to tell the difference between you and somebody in the world. Let's just keep it real. So if you out here, man, you always angry, you always got wrath, you always talking a bunch of shit and nonsense, you ain't edifying, man, you ain't no different than anybody else in the world, man. You ain't no different than a rapper or something, man. To be honest with you. Lie not one to another, seeing that you're across the old man with his deeds when you come into this truth. I've been guilty of it. It ain't no need to be lying to the brethren or saying this and trying to do that, because it ain't no need for that, because the Lord know everything anyway. We got to put off those things, man. We're going to go to Ephesians chapter 4. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 31. Let all bitterness and wrath, there it go, man. All that lashing out, that bitterness, man. His brothers, man, that'll get mad about something. Instead of walking in forgiveness, man, and still hold it against a brother their whole life, man. And it was a brother that did that to me, that's doing that to me. But I had the wrong reaction. Coming out, making a lesson about the brother, getting at the brother, I had to tear it down. I didn't even put it up because that ain't how it's supposed to be done. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. And be ye kind one to another. Be kind to the brother. Be kind to the Israelites that's trying to learn and trying to do this thing, man. That might be of the elect. Tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as the Most High forgave, even the Most High for Yahweh Shai's sake hath forgiven you. So I don't see too much of that going on, man. Putting off the bitterness and the wrath, and basically just giving, like, I ain't trying to get up here and be like a Christian, teach love, this and that, but we can't forget love either, man. That's the most important command. We can't, you know, we can say all this is not the time. I understand it's not the time for us to be, you know, teaching on certain things as far as an abundance or foremost or at the frontmost, but we can't forget, man, that especially amongst us, among the brethren, I ain't talking about to the Edomites, to these 2/3, I ain't talking about to the wicked, I'm talking about amongst us as brethren that's trying to do this work. We're supposed to walk in love, man, and uplift each other and put off all the bullshit, man. And that's real. And that's real. Because really, man, all we got is each other, man. You know, we really can't depend on Esau, even our women, especially if you're dealing with the nigga woman. You can't depend on that. You gotta depend on this truth. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. And you gotta depend on the brethren, man. And I'm out here by myself. And I'm trusting in the Spirit of the Lord that He's moving upon me. And I know, and I'm trusting that the Lord gonna bring who we need to bring in my circle, whether it may be. If it ain't nobody, just Him, so be it. But I'm not gonna forsake this, man, for nobody. And that's real. The next scripture, actually we jump right, stay in Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 1. Be ye therefore followers of the Most High as dear children, and walk in love as Yahushua Mashiach also have loved us and have given Himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to the Most High for a sweet smelling savor. But here it go again, acts for fornication and all uncleanness and covetousness, let it not be once named among you as becoming saints. So it's actions again. Neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient. A lot of guys get up here and they jesting, they foolish talking about other brothers, man. I was feeling to be guilty of that. I was guilty of that. Just because you don't see the video, I mean, you know, that foolish talking, man, that's bullshit. Really, what is you doing? It's vainglory, man. Vainglory. Because you know that no whoremonger, no unclean person, nor covetous man, which is idolater, have any inheritance in the kingdom of Yahushua and the Most High. Let no man deceive you with vain words, because these things the wrath coming on the children of disobedience. You know, don't let no man deceive you that with vain words that, oh man, you know, that really is just about just doing the work. It is about doing the work, but guess what? It's about living this thing too, man, and being righteous towards those who in this thing, man, and setting an example. Setting an example. Because if you getting out here, man, thinking that you just gonna be able to get out here and be a nigga all throughout the week, guess what? You wasting your time, man. Just go and be in the world. Why are you coming out here risking your life and wasting time, man? Just go and be in the world. You ain't gonna make no commitment to doing this thing seriously. Let's go to James. Look at James. James chapter 1, verses 22 through 27. But be ye doers of the word. You got to be a doer of the word. And doing ain't just coming out and teaching, man. That ain't the only doer. That's one act out of all. It's 600, you know what I'm saying? It's 613 statutes and commandments. And that's one, basically that's one of them. You know, doing the work. If you're called to do the work. And it's more than that, really. But basically, that's one of them, man. And you know, it's a lot more other than we gotta do. So we're gonna do all of them. Scripture tell us that. But you gotta do more than just one.